How's it going, everybody? This is Top Dropper. Hope you're having a great day, and welcome back to another video. Alright, it's time for another edition of Things That I Hate. In this series, I'll talk about all the things that really tend to tick me off, whether it's something small or something that really gets me out of a good mood. So, whatever it is in this world that really gets me angry, I talk all about that and more in this series. And it's going to be another special edition of it. For this one, it's going to be all about Christmas songs. Now, yes, obviously, during the holidays, you will hear quite a number of Christmas songs, but there are still some songs, especially a whole lot about the music, that really does tend to get me really annoyed during this time of year, and I'll share a little bit about that here in this video. Now, obviously, as we all know, the holidays is one of the best and most festive times of the year in which we obviously get to celebrate with family and friends. We get to gather around the Christmas tree, we get to open our favorite gifts, munch on a whole lot of food, and really just have some great times and a lot of fun with each other. And obviously, one of the big themes in regards to the holiday season is the ever so traditional Christmas music. And of course, it's during this time in which you hear quite a number of the most traditional Christmas songs, like Rocking Around the Christmas Tree or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or even some of the most annoying ones like All I Want for Christmas Is You, but you get the point on that. But either way, you hear these songs most of the time during the holiday season. And while it can be a popular thing for those that love the holiday season, there are some people that just really can't stand Christmas songs, and unfortunately, I tend to be one of those people, and I'll share with you why. The first reason is that for some reason it's almost played continuously on a loop 24/7, and because of that, you hear it no matter where you go, whether it's on the radio or at a store, maybe even sometimes at a restaurant or something like that. Sometimes you just can't seem to avoid hearing these songs. And it doesn't matter, even if it's the most beloved holiday songs, obviously, you will hear them no matter where you go, and because of that, it just gets stuck in your brain. Like, literally, you just can't seem to get it out of your head, and sometimes it just really tends to get very, very annoying, like earworm like annoying. And unfortunately, there are some people that would just rather not want to hear any of that. I mean, if you're at a restaurant or a store or stuff like that, you tend to hear more of some of your more traditional songs during the course of the year. You know, your favorite rock songs, your favorite pop songs, or anything like that. But during the holiday season, hearing those Christmas songs or something like that, it just tends to become really, really dreadful. And trust me, when I was working at CVS, that happened quite a bit. I don't know about you, but wherever you are, during this time of the year, you just can't seem to avoid hearing those Christmas songs, no matter wherever you go. Heck, a lot of the time, they even start even before Thanksgiving, and because of that, it just tends to get very, very annoying, and I just hate that. Not only that, it brings back a whole lot of that nostalgia that you really don't want. You know, usually the holidays tend to be the most festive of times, obviously, and also the most happiest times of the year, but there are some people that just really didn't have very fun memories of the holidays when they were a kid, and Christmas songs tend to really play a whole lot of that reason. I don't know why, but it just appears that, you know, like whenever you are listening to a song, it tends to bring back memories sometimes. You know, whenever you were a child, and sometimes, you know, you may not have had the best of lives during that time. Unfortunately, hearing that is going to bring back a lot of those memories, and because of that, there are just a lot of people that have those, that whenever they hear that Christmas song, they really would just rather flip the radio because they really would not want to hear it. And yeah, I mean, it's obviously safe to say that, you know, while a lot of people will love Christmas songs, obviously, unfortunately, there are some that just really would not want to hear it because it just tends to get overbearing as a result. I mean, who would really want to be flashback to their childhood and have to hear something like that and just, you know, really have to deal with that 24/7 until the end of the holiday season? They just don't want that. And I personally am not a fan of that. Look, I love the holidays. This is obviously one of my favorite times of the year, and I used to love it a lot during my childhood. But Christmas songs was not one of those occasions during that time, and nowadays, they tend to be a lot more annoying than they are fun. And I just hate that. Another thing, there were some times in which Christmas songs are played over the course of an entire year sometimes. I mean, I really just don't like that. I mean, sometimes, you know, Christmas songs, they are supposed to be played during the holiday season and the holiday season only. There are some people, though, that tend to love Christmas songs over the course of the year. Why? I just do not understand. I mean, obviously, if they enjoy doing that, fine. I mean, obviously, you know, they get to enjoy Christmas songs over the course of the year because they just love the holiday spirit no matter what time of the year it is. But hey, when it's only supposed to be played during the holiday season, that's when it's supposed to be the tradition. Christmas songs from Thanksgiving all the way to Christmas. And then obviously, the New York thing, whenever the ball drops on New Year's Day. Obviously, that's the way it's supposed to go, right? I just don't understand why some people will enjoy listening to Christmas songs in like February or maybe like June or July or something like that. Heck, as far as I know, my youngest sister, she used to have a really weird obsession of watching Christmas films in the summer, like in June or July, and I just have that thought of like, why? It's not Christmas time yet. Can't you save it until like November or December or something like that? It relates to the Christmas songs. I do have to mention that briefly, but still, you know, Christmas songs, they are mostly supposed to be during the holiday season. Those that listen to it before then or even during afterwards, like during the holiday season, hey, it's you. I obviously understand that it's fine to have that as a hobby, but still, I just don't understand some of those people, and I just hate that. I really hate Christmas songs that are continuously covered. I mean, obviously, the original versions of the songs, those should be good enough to celebrate and really just enjoy listening to. But for some reason, there are just way too many of those beloved songs that just continuously end up getting covered by multiple other artists during this time. I don't know why, but there are several songs like Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Jingle Bell Rock or, you know, Sleigh Bells or a whole lot of those songs like that. They are just continuously replayed and recovered by a whole bunch of other artists, and it really just takes away quite a bit from those that had originally written those songs. And because of that, you know, it just plays like earworm, like earrape or something like that. It just continuously gets covered almost 24/7 like every single year. Guys, the original version of those Christmas songs is good enough. We don't need to hear somebody cover Brenda Lee and have that song end up being played on the radio every single time, because otherwise it's like you're hearing to the same exact song within the span of like 5 or 6 minutes, like the original version, and all of a sudden 3 minutes later on the radio that cover version of it appears, and you go like, wait a minute, didn't we just hear the song already? Why are we hearing a different version of it in literally less than 10 minutes? I don't know why, it just gets weird every once in a while, but you know what? It's obviously Christmas time, and you know, those songs are going to get covered quite a bit, but the more and more of those songs that get played on the radio that are covered, you know, it just feels like it just gets overplayed or something like that, and I just don't understand why. It's the original song, let it be, otherwise you're just blowing it way out proportions, and I just hate that. Then there's that one song in Christmas time that I just really seem to get annoyed by quite a bit, and that is Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Literally, that song epitomizes Christmas time, and for some reason it's just more annoying than you think. Yes, it is the Christmas song that you are likely going to hear the most during this time. And obviously, it is always going to be at the very top of the Billboard Hot 100 during this time of the year, and obviously you just can't seem to avoid it. But man, that song, for some reason, it just gets overbearing literally every single time that I hear it every year. I mean, obviously the meaning of the song, or most of them, would be just celebrating, you know, Christmas time with their friends and family, you know, just celebrating a whole lot of fun. But for some reason, and I don't know if I'm the only one in saying this, but for some reason, All I Want for Christmas Is You is whenever when I think of the lyrics or even look at them, for some reason I think of something else whenever I listen to it. Something that's not even relatable to Christmas. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not even going to bring it up here, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? But Mariah Carey is a pop megastar for a reason. She has a whole bunch of other great songs, like, you know, like We Belong Together and all that stuff. Hey, she is one of the greatest musicians of the modern era of music, and she is going to forever hold that title. But trust me, all of her other songs are much more popular and much more realistic than this one that plays during the holiday season. I don't know why, but for some reason, I really would rather hear some of Mariah's other songs than All I Want for Christmas Is You, because honestly, it just gets annoying, and I just hate that. Finally, and I think this is probably the most important thing that I should mention, Christmas songs, not everybody wants to hear it. Unfortunately, you know, there are just some people that just don't have the appetite to listen to Christmas music every single year. Why? Because there are just some people that really just don't want to hear it. And I tend to be one of those people, you know, I prefer to just put on my radio and just listen to a whole lot of metal in the car or stuff like that. But for some reason, whenever you then flip on the radio to another station, there are like a whole bunch of stations that are on commercial. And then there's that one radio station that you listen to on the radio where it doesn't have a commercial, it's all Christmas songs. I mean, wait. Why? I mean, we don't need to hear Christmas songs every single time we go on the radio. We rather hear something else than all that stuff. You're the only station that doesn't have commercials on right now, and unfortunately, you're listening to Christmas songs. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier about that, you know, like constant on a loop 24/7 thing. You know, obviously the more you hear that on the radio, it's just gonna get stuck in your head until the end of the holiday season. Heck, maybe even slightly past that, unfortunately. And you know, there are just some people that would rather not have that. They have different tastes of music compared to Christmas music. And unfortunately, some people, they would just rather not hear that. Again, it's unavoidable. It's the holiday season. You just gotta deal with it for at least a month and a half until the beginning of the new year. But hey, you know, sometimes there are just some people that just don't want to hear Christmas music because, as I mentioned before, it just doesn't bring back good memories, and more importantly, it just gets so annoying after once in a while. You know, it just feels like that, you know, like you just had a whole bunch of cookies, or maybe too many cookies, and you ended up just rolling up your bathroom and end up collapsing on your bed, and you just feel like that you just get so drowned out and tired. Trust me, that's what a lot of people feel whenever they hear a song like All I Want for Christmas Is You on the radio 24/7 for the next month and a half. It is what it is, unfortunately. Christmas music is forever here to stay, but unfortunately, there are just some people that just don't want to hear a whole lot of it, and I'm one of those people. Trust me, I just hate that. Now again, that's just me. I'm probably not the only one that will agree with this, but again, there are some people out there that really enjoy Christmas music, and so if you're one of those people, hey, enjoy it, because this is, as I mentioned before, the season of giving. It's one of the most festive times of the year, and obviously, Christmas music is one of those things that embodies that time of the year. Trust me, it is a fun time to celebrate with family and friends, and Christmas music will be blasted quite a bit during this time of the year. So again, enjoy this time of year with your friends and family. Enjoy all the cookies and milk and all the gifts that you'll get and just all the fun times that you have with them. But if you're going to play a whole lot of Christmas music, please don't be overbearing with it, because otherwise you're going to be taking a lot of people off this Christmas season. Alright, that's going to do it for me. I'd like to hear from all of you guys. Do you personally love or hate Christmas music? And if you love Christmas music, what do you like about them? And if you hate Christmas music, what do you not like about it? I'd really like to hear from you, so feel free to share your opinions about it in the comments below, and I'll be more interested in hearing about it. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. Comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, for blogs, projects, and challenges, you name it, leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media. All the links are in the description below. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you're having another great day. As always, I hope to see you all again in another video very soon. So long, everybody. Oh no, that's not Mariah Carey playing again, is it?